What's up, guys? Guess what? She's all done. A lot of things I wanted to try and got to do, like the beaded face frames here, installing some drawer slides here, if you can see, into the drawers. So a lot of things that I was able to do that I've never done before, and I definitely learned a lot on this project. This is the Sommerfeld router table top, which I got with the Triton router, which you probably can't see in there. I do like the top. It's extremely straight this way, but when you do put them together, you really have to fiddle with it to get. It comes in these 3 pieces here, about 3 feet long or so. You really have to fiddle with it a little bit to get it extremely flat. But most of the things that I'm routing are within just a couple inches, so it's staying within one piece. And I haven't really run into any problems, even when I was routing the larger raised panels for even this project. It really works great. And then you can just put it in different inserts, making zero clearance. It comes with a whole bunch of rings here. I do like the feather guard here. So it acts as your guard and like a feather board all at the same time, which is pretty cool. So you're always kind of staying away from it. And how it works is it just has a pin on the one side. So your depth is just adjusted here. And then you can just tighten it in, then you're good to go. You don't have to fiddle with both sides. Another thing that I really thought was awesome was all these drawer pulls. If you go to your local hardware store and you look for these drawer pulls, you're going to spend $2, $3, $4 a piece. I got 10 of these smaller ones, about the 5-inch, for $10 on Amazon, on the Amazon Basic drawer pulls, and they are pretty much exactly the same thing. The only difference is about an 1/8 inch depth-wise, which I realized because I bought this one at Lowe's because I didn't want to buy a whole nother 10-pack for the bottom one, and that rung me about the same amount I spent on all the other ones. So I'm really happy with those. I used a Blum hinge on the inside of the door here. That's attached to the inside of the face frame. So had to work with that a little bit. Never put in inset drawer or inset doors. So that was just kind of a fun little challenge to figure out. They're like 3 or 4-way adjustable, so they're actually pretty forgiving. You just have to make sure you're within the available range or adjustability. I didn't want to put any slides on these top drawers because they're already small enough, and I didn't want to make them any smaller because that would take another inch away from the drawer because it's about a 1/2 inch on each side. So I just routed the grooves in the sides of the drawers, so the side of the drawer wouldn't be pushed in, so to get as much space as I could get. So they all slide pretty nice. Pretty happy with those. Just waxed up the slides and they go pretty well. It was the bottom ones that I put the actual drawer slides on. They're full extension. Wasn't necessarily looking for the full extensions, but I like the black ones, so I went with those. They slide pretty good. Bottom one slides a little nicer. And they have a little kind of positive end feel when it's all the way clicked in, which is really nice. Yeah, I just did a water locks finish on it. Didn't do anything on top of that, so if I ever need to go back and touch it up, if I ding it, just put a little more oil on it and it'll look almost as good as new. I did put on, I think, these are the Rockler wheels. They give you little screws, not little, but 2-inch threaded screws to use. I thought they were a little bit small, so I think I got like a 5/16 bolt, and I bolted that in, and I did double up the 3/4 inch panel with another piece of plywood backer, so it would be almost about, what's that, 1.5 inches thick that I'm bolting to, just to give it a little more support, because this thing is pretty heavy, especially with the top on. It's probably a couple 100 pounds, plus with the things in the drawer. So I know the casters are rated at 100 pounds each, so 400 pounds. I just wanted to be extra secure with that. So each of those has 2 bolts. I reamed out the holes a little bit thicker and put some bolts in, and I'm happy. Much less scared that I'm gonna break them when I step on them. I do pull up on the table before I step down, just so it's not, you know, putting all that torque on it. But it rolls really nice, no problem at all moving it around. So pretty happy with that. I decided to put my switch on this side. A lot of people have those big switches you can hit with your knee, or it's in the front. I didn't want to put it on the front because I felt like that would just not look good, and I wanted it to look good, but also be functional, of course. So I put it up here on the top on this cross member here. It's kind of tucked away. I mean, I can hit that, you know, running a piece. I mean, you're still going to have to go in there to do rough adjustments, and I don't have a variable speed knob on there. So I will have to go in here to change that for my different bit widths. But I don't think it's that big of a deal just to stick my hand in here and adjust. Like, that's not difficult. So, but I do have above the table router adjustment, which comes with all Triton routers. So just dropping it in there, and then finding it, and then you can just twist that baby. But it's almost just as easy to rough adjust with this, and then once you get close, dial her in with that. Pretty simple. So let me know if you have any questions or anything in the comments. I'll feel free to answer them. But yeah, hope you enjoy the video.